Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of the Top 10 PPC News of the second week of March 2026. What we are talking about today, Google Ads, it's live, the new State of PPC report for 2026. Some interesting consideration on the major PPC platform. Testing on PMax again, voiceovers on Performance Max videos, the difference between keywords and search intent, incorrect segmentation in campaign in short, meta ads, upcoming flexible format, attribution in 2026, how to manage it. Web taxes passed on advertisers in various European countries. LinkedIn ads, the 3E, educate, engage, entertain, and some news about ChatGPT ads. But let's start with some extra news, not in the news parade. The first one is by Google itself. It's live, the new episode, the fourth of Ads Decoded, in which Ginny Marvin and two other executives of Google are discussing smart meetings best practice. Reddit has published a new report exposing B2B opportunities in the platform. Criteo has closed a partnership, has signed a partnership with OpenAI to advertise on ChatGPT. And that's very interesting because this means that you can potentially access ChatGPT in the USA, of course, using Criteo. So spending far less than $200,000 needed to access ChatGPT ads directly. And another news regarding OpenAI. Again, they revised their privacy policy, and it's possible from this document to understand something more on how ads will be working in the platform. They will be strictly separated by the answers of the AI and some other interesting information. But let's start with news number 10. Okay. It's shared by Anna Corzola. It's on ppcnewsfeed.com and is related to end screens rolling out for video ads. And that's interesting. They are overriding also ads, the end screens done by the advertiser himself or herself. And that's not exactly what I mean as an ad, but we'll see how they are built and if they are really effective. News number 9. By Georgi Zayakov on LinkedIn.com, and he has shared the exact notification by Meta of the countries that will be affected by Meta, by the web taxes being turned to directly to the advertisers. There are mainly European countries: Austria, France, Italy, UK, Spain, and Turkey, if I don't fail. And it's exactly what they did, what Google did last year. So no surprise. The surprise was that Meta has absorbed these web tags till now. News number 8. Andrew Lork on LinkedIn.com, and here Andrew is explaining why over-segmentation on shopping is going to affect performance instead of increasing it. And is underlining the most frequent problems on segmentation, wrong segmentation, of course, and how to prevent them. News number 7. A very nice post by Pauline Jacober on group27.com, and she's explaining what in her experience is working on LinkedIn ads. So if you are simply turning Google ads to LinkedIn, you are going to fail, according to Pauline. On LinkedIn, you have to have complete different approach. She calls it 3E: educate, engage, and entertain. Then in that case, you can start selling something interesting and clear, as usual, for Pauline's post. News number 6. Michelle Morgan on WorldStream.com is explaining very well, in my opinion, the difference in keyword matching and search intent matching, which is the new way Google is matching ads with the searches. And it's interesting also because she's doing some examples, and as usual, it's very interesting to see how she thinks it's going to work, this new way of matching ads in Google. New, not so new, but anyway, it's interesting to see the example and the clarifications in all the posts. News number 5. Jordan Fry on LinkedIn.com has shared that Google is now opting in automatically your campaigns to generate AI voiceovers for your video campaigns in Performance Max. So this is interesting if it works, but it's a little worrying. So if you don't want an AI talking on your videos, it's better maybe to opt out, because you are automatically opted in already. News number 4. SearchEngineLand.com, Andy Goodwin, a nice post on AI Max again. Last week it was the report by Mike Ryan, and now this post, which reports 23 tests, 23 experiments, and what Andy has retrieved from this experience on running AI Max in recently. And it's of course not so in depth like the last week report, but nevertheless interesting for who is going to use that kind of campaign. News number 3. John Loomer on johnloomer.com is explaining how to play with attribution in meta ads now that things have been a little complicated, not only for the split between link attribution, link click attribution, and engage attribution, but with time windows also, standard and incremental attribution, and all conversion or first ones. All these layers are layering one onto the other. And so in this post, the very interesting thing is that John Lumen in this post is describing when it's convenient to use which kind of makeup of these different layers in connection to our goal, of course. News number 2. Dario Zannoni on LinkedIn.com, who is explaining here, which has been one of the first reporting the new AI-generated flexible format, which will probably come quite soon in Meta. So after the audience is selected by AI with a prompt last week, which appeared last week in some accounts, now we can see the future of ad formats adapted automatically by AI. But the top news in this week is by actually 2 news. The first one is by Anu Adegbola, who has done an executive summary of the PPCsurvey.com report on State of PPC for 2026. I warmly suggest you to download the entire report, but here you can have a minimum outlook of it. And another interesting post is by Paolo Ratto on LinkedIn.com. It's in Italian, but you can, of course, translate in your language automatically in LinkedIn. And he is explaining why, based on data by digital ads benchmark done by Cassandra on a report from it, he can say that even if Meta and Google are not the most effective media channels, they can be excluded by in a media mix in 2026 and probably even in 2027 and above. And he's explaining that the reason is that, of course, even if they are not the top performers, they are quite effective, and you can preview what is going to happen in this platform. That's all for the news, but I have to announce the new winner of this week's sweepstake. This week's sweepstake of our iconic Keep Calm and Follow Your ROI t-shirt, which is Francesca Vacca. So she will receive our t-shirt, and if you want to join the next sweepstake, just go on our site and take part to the survey to choose the focus group topics for 2026. You will see as a pop-up or linked here in this post, in the post of Top PPC News-Parade. That's it for this edition. Ciao, and see you next week.